Hello, my name is Stephen Parrish. I'm the president of the National Association of Flood and Stormwater Management Agencies, also known as NAFSMA. I'm pleased and honored today to introduce this video that highlights the Excellence in Communications and Innovative Project Awards from NAFSMA for 2022. These awards were presented at the NAFSMA annual meeting that was held in Park City, Utah in August of 2022. NAFSMA is a local and regional public agency-driven organization. With its expert advocacy, communications, and innovation, NAFSMA helps its members carry out their individual missions to protect people, property, economic activity, and the environment from adverse storm and floodwater impacts. As NAFSMA prepares to celebrate its 45th anniversary, it's especially important that we continue to celebrate work done by our agencies across the country that advocate for flood risk management, stormwater management, water quality protection, and watershed management in all of our communities. The NAFSMA Awards program has two real goals. The first goal is to recognize those agencies and businesses that have implemented outstanding and pioneering projects and strategies in the field of stormwater and flood risk management. The second goal is to share and communicate those same projects and strategies to others. Through these goals, and with support of our mentoring agreement with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, NAFSMA is positively impacting the future of flood resiliency throughout the nation and sharing the successful strategies and practices currently being used in our industry. There are two categories of awards included in this year's program. The first is the Excellence in Communications Awards program, which highlights award-winning communication and outreach programs and provides examples of successful initiatives about flood awareness, pollution prevention, and environmental protection that are taking place across the United States. New this year is the Innovative Project Awards program. In prior years, NAFSMA presented the Green Infrastructure Award, but in reviewing applications for that Green Infrastructure Award, it became clear that was often used in conjunction with other methodologies to accomplish multiple project benefits. As a result, the new awards program in 2022 was created to build upon and expand the previous Green Infrastructure Awards program to represent these multiple benefits for these projects. In addition to expressing appreciation to FEMA for all of its support over the years, I want to give a special thank you to this year's judges who lent their expertise and time to the success of this program. I'd also like to thank former and current NAFSMA leaders Scott Tucker, David Mallory, Janet Bly, and John Tennert, who's our current Stormwater Management Committee co-chair. Also like to thank Lori Showman from Enterprise Community and Harry Zhang, Program Director for the Stormwater and Integrated Water and Environment and Reuse Foundation, and the Research Program Manager at the Water Research Foundation. As head of a past NAFSMA award-winning agency, the Clark County Regional Flood Control District here in Southern Nevada, I can personally attest to the national recognition that you receive from winning one of these national awards. Please look for news coming soon on NAFSMA's 2023 awards program. Next year's awards will be announced at NAFSMA's 45th anniversary meeting, which we held at the Fairmont Hotel in downtown Seattle on July 24th through 27th. We hope to see you all there. Contact information for all of this year's awards winners will be provided at the end of this video. I really want to thank all of the members for participating in the awards program this year, and congratulations to all of the 2022 NAFSMA Award Program winners.
The Modeling, Assessment, and Awareness Project represents a $27 million investment in increasing the flood risk awareness and availability of information with the people of Harris County. The new models utilize new higher resolution ground elevation data, reflect updated increased rainfall risk estimates, utilize 1D and 2D hydraulic modeling, offering more detail and the ability to model urban flooding, and benefit from an additional 15+ years of flood records for calibration and validation. The results were utilized to create flood risk products, which illustrate the risk of flooding in greater detail. These products will inform the public of their annual and 30-year chance of flooding, the depth of flooding and water surface elevations expected for all modeled storms, and the areas at risk from urban flooding. The Papio Missouri River Natural Resources District began updating its multi-jurisdictional, multi-hazard mitigation plan in January 2020. This plan is coordinated and prepared to meet FEMA guidelines, which includes a public outreach component. The ultimate goal of the campaign was to connect with those living in the planning area to determine what hazards concern them, how prepared they were for an emergency, and how public agencies could provide additional information or resources for preparedness. The plan proposed to use a popular social media game, Would You Rather? This game pits two seemingly impossible choices against each other and asks people to comment with their choice and reasonings. By taking the top hazards of concern in head-to-head competition of 4 rounds of Would You Rather, the district could entice people to comment with drawings for a t-shirt each week. The post would also encourage people to click on the link to a project website and complete the survey for a chance to win a $50 Visa gift card. The district navigated the challenges of public outreach during a pandemic in a unique way to ensure that the voice of the public was considered during a planning process that generally garners very little public interest. By working with local firms and local influencers, the district was able to increase public engagement from 7 survey responses in 2016 to over 700 responses in 2020. The staff at MediaSpark, who had no background in mitigation or disaster preparedness, were able to assist the district and JEO Consulting Group in making the wording of the social media posts both understandable and relatable to the average citizen within the district. Santa Clara County is in the midst of a severe drought emergency, causing many to believe the threat of floods is diminished. To combat this idea, Valley Water's 2021-22 flood awareness campaign theme was "Flooding Can Happen During a Drought." The campaign launched after the 4th National Climate Assessment was published, making it the perfect time to have a conversation on flood preparedness. The federal report explained intense extreme weather and climate-related events are becoming more frequent and will have catastrophic impacts on vulnerable communities, infrastructure, ecosystems, and our economy. During the 2021-22 flood preparedness campaign, Santa Clara County focused outreach to those in the FEMA floodplain by utilizing 3 mailers, instead of the usual 1, a traditional flood mailer, and 2 postcards with tips in all 4 languages. As the region continues to encounter more droughts and worse floods, Santa Clara County invited residents to be flood ready, directing them to valleywater.org/floodready, their online hub of flood safety tips and resources. The flood awareness campaign was targeted at renters, homeowners, and business owners in FEMA-designated flood zones in Santa Clara County. This year's mailing efforts proved successful, with a 10% increase in awareness of flood risks. 76% of community members felt more prepared after this year's campaign, compared to 64% in 2020-21. The East Los Angeles Sustainable Median Stormwater Capture Project is a regional multi-benefit project that integrates both below-ground and above-ground green infrastructure and low-impact development features to treat urban and stormwater runoff. Prior to the project, these large medians in East Los Angeles were not accessible to the public and lacked the necessary sustainable vegetation and landscaping required in an area susceptible to long-standing drought conditions. The project improves water quality and increases water supply by diverting urban and stormwater flows into the system. It also assists in flood risk management by removing flows from the storm drain system. The project incorporated the planting of over 300 new trees and incorporated drought-tolerant landscaping, along with a walking path, picnic tables, benches, exercise equipment, and educational signage to provide passive recreation to the neighboring residents in this historically underserved community with limited tree shade. The Metropolitan Sewer District of Greater Cincinnati developed a sustainable combined sewer overflow solution to address its largest CSO, located in the Lick Run watershed. The Lick Run project is one of the largest infrastructure projects for reducing CSOs in the U.S. This 1.5-mile corridor serves a 2,700-acre watershed, providing watershed management, flood control, stormwater conveyance and storage, water reuse, and water quality treatment through an innovative multi-cell open-channel design integrated into a civic park. The Lick Run project provided visible benefits to the South Fairmount community as a major portion of a sustainability program that saved more than $200 million over the deep tunnel alternative and transformed the corridor beyond what would normally be realized through traditional sewer infrastructure projects. With today's improvements, there is a return of fish species to Mill Creek. River Run Park embodies the vision of an iconic multi-purpose river park, from maintaining flood control to providing diverse recreational opportunities with high-performance surf waves that serve as a multi-generational economic driver for the community. The once degraded, neglected, and hazardous river has been transformed into a vibrant and lively stretch of water. The project succeeded in restoring fish and other wildlife habitats and revitalizing the surrounding natural vegetation. The park now also offers a wide array of recreation opportunities. Outdoor enthusiasts of every age, type, background, and ability are attracted to the park for its diverse recreation offerings: hiking, fishing, kayaking, tubing, swimming, birdwatching, surfing, paddleboarding, and more. An events shelter also welcomes families, friends, and groups to hold celebrations, family gatherings, and other events right on the banks of their favorite river.